What's going on YouTube? It's AyoRichie. I'm back with another video. I don't know why I just clapped, but let's forget about it. We're gonna get into this next video, and in this video I want to talk about this wall combo into ender that I've been like kind of experimenting with a little bit. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna obviously let the dummy do its thing. So back 1-4, 3-4, QCF2, but only on low wall splat. So if you do it on a normal wall splat, obviously the Oki situation, you have a lot more time and other stuff, but you know, you miss out on the 50% scaling. And to be fair, I just haven't really labbed that situation in particular, but I feel like because the opponent has a lot more time to tech roll and get up, it becomes a little bit more confusing. But if you land it on a 50% scaling, I believe like it's very easy, it's way more easier to force your opponent to kind of do a risky wake up option, so like a spring kick or something. So I'm just going to quickly show you one situation and then kind of talk about the rest of the situations that I've kind of gathered. So as you can see, if I spring kick here, I basically get reset, and then after, you know, I land the K&K 1+2, I can go for bot 1+2 into stomp, and you can just imagine the damage straight away, probably half health. Yeah, so easily half health, bot 1+2 into stomp after that. So that's just one situation from a wall splat, you know, up forward 3 or whatever you wall splat someone with. And then obviously the combo is back 1-4, K&K 3-4. So you're not going for the usual forward 4, 3-4 into stomp. Sorry, into spike, into stomp. You're going for a QCF2 back, where you go into this stance. And the thing that's so amazing about this is I'm going to, let me just quickly swap sides. Okay, so the thing that's insane about this is that like no matter what they do, I think only if they do a toe kick it will be, you know, just kind of crouch cancelling back in and not doing anything. And if they spring kick, you can launch them for it. If they do a mid get up kick, you can parry it and you know, go for, let's say if you have lightning glare available, you can go for back 3-1-2. You can go for back 2 1+2. Obviously if you're in heat, it's a launch. So, you know, some things to think about. So the situation after this QCF2 is pretty insane. Obviously if they do a get up low, if they do a toe kick or anything like that, you can probably go for a low parry. You know, I'm going to try it right now, in live, right now, in real time, is what I wanted to say. Alright, so let's see. So let me redo the situation. So alright, let's see if this works. So I'm cancelling back out, low parry, as you can see. So it definitely does work. So you can obviously force, you know, a read on your opponent. If they do get up kick, let's have a look at this. So, and this is pretty cool, to be honest, in terms of like a sequence. Like if you land this on someone, bro, they're just gonna be mind blown. So let's have a look. 2. Okay, bad timing. Let's try that again. One thing about it as well, the QCF2 landing on the 50% scaling can be very awkward to, you know, get accustomed to, because sometimes the opponent's higher on the wall and then they kind of slump down very quickly. So getting used to what the timing is a little bit awkward. So I'd say only go for it when you feel comfortable that you've got a clean wall splat, you know, center of the wall. It's not off axis or anything like that. So only one thing I'd say to note about, you know, this situation. Okay, I messed up again. As you can see, off axis now. Let me see. So it might work, because off axis obviously the timing is a bit different. As you can see, I got it just off raw knowledge of, you know, what the timing is on the normal splat. Okay, so I'm gonna do a mid get out kick now. As you can see, parry. So these are the reads you can make after doing this wall situation, which is pretty insane. I'm going to show you, like, you know, the more offensive situations that you can go for as well, instead of like just hard read. But this is stuff you can do. And let's be honest, people are going to be doing get up kicks, they're going to be doing toe kicks to try to get around this, because it's pretty strong Oki, to be fair. Kind of can't wait to use it in tournament, just to kind of fuck with my opponents. So yeah, like you can bait spring kicks, you can bait toe kicks, you can bait mid get out kicks. Obviously it's a lot to account for, and you're probably not going to always win the situation, but the situation does exist. So something cool you can do as well against mid get out kick. So let me just quickly show you this now. So QCF2, okay, and this is going to be a bit tricky to do, but when it comes off, you'll understand. Okay. Alright, so let's see if this works. And this isn't something I've tried, by the way. This is not something I've tried. It might not work, to be fair, because Leo's very close to the point. Listen, my knowledge with this character is just fucked. It's messed up. It's so messed up. So yeah, like, if you have a read on your opponent, what you're doing here is, you know, you're gonna do the QCF2 back, go back, crouch cancel. So crouch dash cancel into down back 3. That's what you're doing here. How you're gonna do that is, so obviously you do the Kempo, you crouch dash with down forward, you tap up. Well, I say tap, but you press up to cancel. And then, you know, the moment you cancel, you press down back 3, and as you can see how smooth that like interaction was, you know, you barely even see the cancel. It's so quick. So that's what you're gonna want to be doing for that. But this is like the super, you know, extraordinary stuff that you don't really need to go for. You know, you have the parry, you have normal parries, you have wall splatting parries as well that I didn't even mention. So let me just show you that as well. I may as well show all the situations. So let's do it again. Okay. So let's see how this comes out. Okay. So it's a timing thing. Obviously, you can recover quite early. So let me see if I can. Let's see. There might be a quicker get out kick option. Let me see. Yeah, no. So, yeah, I mean, if you're going for the mid, if you know they're doing a mid get out kick, you have the down back 3 available, you have up back 1 available as well. Obviously, these parries function on different frames, I'd imagine. Or maybe they don't. I'm not too up to scratch with the active frames on the parries and stuff, because there's so many different ones. There's this one, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one. So it's kind of hard to remember every single one. I'm probably gonna take it upon myself to learn that. But let me show you the more, you know, canned situations that the opponent has to deal with. So, okay, so this low here, in this situation and this situation only, will become homing. So there is no way of getting out of this. I don't know if other characters can, but if they tech roll, they have to block low. Like, they have no choice. And then obviously if you land that, that's a guaranteed stomp afterwards as well. So you can imagine that's half health. It's like getting a resplat with the KNK 1+2. Okay, so there's that situation. A situation that becomes a 50-50 in this scenario because of the low. So let me go through it. So KNK 3-4, and this will track sidestep right, sorry, tech roll right. So if they tech roll right, it will track. So obviously if they get up blocking low for the low sweep, they will get launched, full combo. Obviously angle might be a bit weird, but you know, that's for you to decide on what combo route you want to take. But if they tech roll right, the first part will whiff, and then obviously easy punch on the second part. Unable to sidestep on this angle, something to note. So they literally have to block this. If they get up and press, they will get launched. So bear that in mind. So yeah, pretty cool Oki. Obviously KNK 1+2 will track to the other side. So if they do tech roll that side, they'll end up potentially getting wall splat by this if they do duck on wake up. And it is a similar timing to the low, so it could throw people off. But then if they tech roll to the right, it will whiff completely, and you know, you could get punished heavily for it. So something to be careful with. But then we can add more layers to it, where you do QCF2, and then we crouch cancel out, and then obviously if you play Leo, you understand that there's so many situations from a crouch dash at QCF1, QCF3+4, which wall splats from either tech roll. So if they tech roll either side and don't press, and they guess wrong, they get wall splat, whichever tech roll they do. Get out kicks will beat all of these crouch dash options, obviously, because it's, you know, it's kind of slow. So there's a lot of interactions to account for. I'd say obviously find the one that you're most comfortable with going for, the mix that you're comfortable with going for. There is a lot of options. I think K&K 1+2 is honestly a no-brainer. Like, fair enough, most people do tech roll to the right, so like if they just do this, they're gonna avoid the K&K 1+2 pretty easily. But if you're playing against someone that, you know, is, you know, toe kicking, spring kicking, all of that type of stuff, let me just remind myself of how the K&K 1+2 works for sure, just to be sure. You know, I don't want to spread misinformation or anything like that. So. Okay, so I think toe kick will beat this. Yeah, so toe kick will beat this. To be fair, quite a few get out kicks might beat this, to be honest. Yeah, so okay, I don't know. I said yeah. If they do a normal get out kick, they're kind of just done for it, as you can see. But there is a faster get out kick that does beat this, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. How do you do it again? There's like a quick rise get out low. Okay, so kip up actually works against this as well. I didn't actually think of that. Pretty interesting. But something to note about the kip up thing as well, because there's so many get up options, it's so hard to account for absolutely every single one. But let me just quickly do this. So, okay, so kip up. Let's see. Oh my god. Wait, but he recovers so fast. I think he can block. Yeah, wow. Interesting. So obviously, you know, I'm kind of going through it. I haven't gone through it in big, like, loads of depth. I wanted to do it for a video, so here we are. Let me quickly do the K&K 3-4. Another thing actually, because you can kind of just wait there and not do anything as well, I guess. Like, there's so many different options in this scenario. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. I'm just gonna wait there. I'd imagine the kip up reaches though. Yeah, so the kip up will reach. What about? I believe K&K 2 can be added to the mix if they want to do things like a kip up. Should counter hit mid get up kicks as well. For the most part, will be safe because I don't think people are going to be ducking in that scenario. So there's so many options, man. It's honestly, I love this Oki, but you can kind of keep it strict down to just a couple options as well, like just crouch dashing back in and blocking, you know. So there's that option. Hard read, crouch cancel, down back three, crouch cancel, parry, or crouch dash. You can just do crouch dash up back one if you want, if you need to do it quickly as well. That's something to note. So you don't even have to cancel. You can cancel it with the up back one. So that is the bonus of having up back as a input for a parry. So yeah, crouch dash up back one. Pretty insane, to be fair. Alright, let me do the K&K 3-4 just to see. Alright, so versus kip up. Yeah, as you can see, reset, full combo. So K&K 3-4 is a very strong option in this scenario. Loses to tech roll left, which is obviously, I mean, I say loses, but the second part can still clip them, and they can't really sidestep on wake up. So that's something to account for. Like, it just beats so many options. Okay, spring kick. Let me just see if I do immediate spring kick. Yeah, so catches immediate spring kick, catches, I believe, every get up kick because of how fast it is. Yeah, every get up kick is, yeah, super solid, super solid. And then obviously when you do get the reset, you obviously go for a full combo. So yeah, quite a lot of options, kind of if you can get this down reliably and land the QCF2 on a 50% scaling, you know, on a low wall split after back 1-4, KNK 3-4, because that's, you know, the scenario where it's most viable, I'd say, since, you know, you get a lot of damage, and then the QCF2 into the KNK Oki becomes honestly dangerous, very dangerous for your opponent, because like, what are they going to go for? Like, this is something I haven't really tried it out in ranked yet. I've only played it against friends and stuff, so when I really get into, you know, using this against loads of people, and especially in tournament where things are more stressful, we'll see how, you know, my opponents adjust to it and whatnot. But anyways, that's been the video. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this, if it's useful, if it's viable, if it's, you know, a bit, you know, if I'm reaching for something, like, you know, reaching for straws, I think the saying is. Yeah, let me know what you think. I've been AyoRichie, and I'll see you guys in the next video.